Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, but before we get into that, I just want to take a minute and ask you guys to make sure that if you like this type of content, that you hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell next to it to be notified of any videos I post here on the channel. And if you could do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up, that would help the channel out greatly every time you do that. Anyway, on with the news. The very first thing that I have for you guys is actually a gorgeous looking Jurassic Park style Velociraptor bust from Rashaad Santiago, and this is his Clever Girl, and this is something that was, I guess, sculpted entirely by him, and you can see painted entirely by him. Beautiful work, really lifelike and realistic. Like, it honestly looks like a living, breathing dinosaur here before me, pretty much like a living, breathing Jurassic Park Velociraptor. It is so well done. This is something that he is currently selling. I don't know exactly what the cost of the model is or anything like that, but I will include a link in the description to where you can contact Rashaad Santiago on Facebook, where he is selling them currently, or you can contact me and I will contact them for you if you do not have social media. And then as far as the Beasts of the Mesozoic line goes, the Tyrannosaur series specifically, we have a look at the final prototype, fully painted prototype of the Teratophoneus. This of course is not the full gallery, that should be coming very soon, but we do have a look at the Teratophoneus in comparison to a few ceratopsians, some of which are already released in the line, some of which are not, but you can get a good idea roughly of what the size is if you happen to have any of the ceratopsians that are already released. I love the sculpt of this one, of course, but the paint job is really nicely done. I like that, you know, for the most part we've had darker toned figures for the majority of this line, but we have some nice lighter tones on this one, and I do prefer darker tones on the majority of my Tyrannosaurs, but I like that every once in a while they've kind of added a little flashiness into the line. And although this one does have quite a bit of dark tones to it, we also again have the lighter tones, so it's pretty much a perfect mix in giving the Tyrannosaur a beautiful, very flashy and exciting look while still maintaining a very nice naturalistic appearance overall. So once David Silva does release the full gallery of this, I will of course be sure to include that in a news video very soon. And then as far as Jurassic Justin goes, we have a look at his unbelievably beautiful, fully painted Dimetrodon that he will be releasing. Again, I recently promoted this in a news video telling you that this was called the Retro Revival line from him, and it's kind of a line of much more highly detailed, more lifelike versions of older Kenner figures, kind of inspired by older Kenner figures. And this, of course, is the very first entry into the line, and I think he has done an incredible job on the sculpt, which we have already taken a look at. But the paint job as well looks beautiful. I love that, of course, it has that throwback look to the Kenner Dimetrodon, but at the same time having a lot of its own unique individuality, and also just looks so much more lifelike and realistic while still having that throwback type of a look. And he has actually set a time for this to go up on sale, which will be this Friday, November 12th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be the time that this actually goes up for sale, and it will be going up for sale on his Etsy store. I will include a link in the description to the Etsy store of Jurassic Justin, so you can be ready to place an order for this unbelievably beautiful Dimetrodon this Friday, again when it does go up for sale at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we have a look at another upcoming Marco Makes model. As you can see, he is currently working on a Parasaurolophus, and man, I am excited for this because of course I'm a gigantic fan of Marco and everything he creates. He has some of the best, most beautiful dinosaur models you'll ever see, especially when it comes to Jurassic Park and Jurassic World style models, but I'm specifically a huge fan of Parasaurolophus and the version from Jurassic Park, so I can't wait to see this one get fully finished and of course painted up by Marco. I'm sure it'll be nothing short of incredible, and of course being a Marco sculpt, you know it'll be as screen accurate as it gets. So as more of this progresses and we see more of it in the very near future, I will be sure to include that as well in a future news video. And then as far as ThinkArt goes, it's been a little while since we had heard anything from them. They will be releasing another brand new model very soon. I am a huge fan of ThinkArt. They've released 4 models so far, and they are 4 of my most prized possessions in my collection, and the new model that they are about to drop may be my favorite of all. As you can see here, it is a Caprasuchus, and easily, in my opinion, the most beautiful Caprasuchus I have ever seen. It is just drop dead gorgeous. And one of the great things about the ThinkArt line is that on top of getting a model that is sculpted by an incredible sculptor, you actually get it painted by the original artist as well, which is something that you don't always get. So that's super awesome if you ask me, and this again looking to be the best version of a Caprasuchus I've ever seen. A really nice pose for it, nothing crazy dramatic, and I actually love the fact that the mouth is closed, and that just takes this to another level as far as the appeal factor for me goes. But this should be going up for pre-order very soon, and when it does, I will be sure to let you guys know the moment that it does. But again, an incredible model coming from ThinkArt. So psyched about this again because it's been quite some time since we had heard anything from them, so it's nice to see them coming back with probably their best model yet. And then as far as Collecta goes, we actually have a look at a few different images of their upcoming Spinosaurus, some alternate images than the ones that we had initially seen, giving us, another better idea of what the look of the figure is. I still don't like the wrists and everything, they just completely look broken, but the swimming aspect of the model does look really quite nice. Aside from those wrists, I feel like the model overall is beautiful, really nicely detailed, really nicely painted. It seems as though not everyone is a huge fan of the model, but personally, as far as I'm concerned, I'm definitely a giant fan and cannot wait to get a hold of this. And then as far as Passion Charger goes, we have an incredible update on the Pycnonomosaurus that he was working on, as we had previously seen that it was now coming with prey and was just kind of standing there looking around. Well, we now know why the dinosaur was looking around, as these images show us the fact that the dinosaur actually has young, and the young are feeding on the corpse of its kill. And you can also see that the two little babies are down here underneath kind of fighting over a piece of meat, which is such a cool idea on the part of Passion Charger. And every time Passion Charger creates another new model, I'm always so blown away with the fact that they come up with such new and unique, fresh ideas in comparison to what their previous model is. It seems as though almost every single release that they have kind of tells a story within their models, and at the same time is different from all of their previous models. I don't know how they're so creative, and they continue to come up with different scenes to create each and every time, but this one is, in my opinion, the best one that I've seen from Passion Charger yet. And then he actually went a step further by putting in some vegetation and stuff here, some trees that we have now included in the scene, really amping up the overall beauty of the scene before us. This is definitely going to be my most highly anticipated release from Passion Charger, and in my opinion the best one that I've seen from them yet, which is crazy because there's so many that they have released already that have been unbelievable. But everything about this is just such an unbelievably cool scene that they are portraying here, with the two different species of dinosaurs included, and this is definitely something that I cannot wait to get in my collection. And then as far as Rod's random work goes, you could see a look here at the Carnotaurus, the young Carnotaurus that he is currently working on. It is shaping up to be one incredible Carnotaurus. I am a huge fan of what I see here so far, and I didn't think that I would want to get a hold of a Rod's random work model any more than I wanted to get a hold of his young Tyrannosaur, the infant Tyrannosaur that he had created. But honestly, I think this one here might be, of course, on my want list even more so than that Rex, because Carnotaurus is my favorite dinosaur of all time, and seeing how good of a job he is doing on this infant Carnotaurus just has me pretty much drooling at this point. This is another of the many Rod's random work models I would love to have in my collection, and hopefully I'll have an opportunity at some point. When this is officially ready to go up for sale, of course I will let you guys know, and you can always keep checking back to Rod's Random Works Etsy shop, where he consistently posts new products and old products up for sale whenever he has some created. So make sure you keep checking Rod's Etsy shop and order yourself some of his amazing models, but also again keep an eye out for this Carnotaurus when it does eventually head up onto his Etsy shop. As far as Wild Past goes, they actually are releasing a Tojengasaurus in 1/35th scale. However, this is going to be a Shapeways exclusive. I believe this will be available on their Shapeways store very soon, and looking at this image that they have included recently on both their Instagram and Facebook, you can see how gorgeous the model looks. I'm really excited to see the rest of the body, but this is definitely one fantastic sculpt yet again coming from Wild Past. Make sure you check out their Shapeways store so that when this does go up for sale, you can purchase it right away. And then as far as Eofauna goes, we have another new look at their Konobelodon, and I am completely confident that this is the most exciting figure coming from them currently. I'm super excited about the Diplodocus, but this is just a gorgeous figure all around, and these new images really show off just how fantastic the sculpt is, as well as the really nice paint scheme and paint job they've given it. Nothing overly flashy, exactly pretty much like you would expect for this type of animal. It looks very lifelike and realistic, and on top of these beautiful images, we actually have a really cool deal here thanks to Dan's Dinosaurs. If you are a fan of Eofauna and a new customer to Dan's Dinosaurs, this is something to take advantage of right away, because if you head on over to Dan's Dinosaurs right now, you can go ahead, place an order for this, and if you include the code Andy at checkout, you will get yourself $4 off of this beautiful model if you are, again, a new customer to Dan's Dinosaurs. One thing to keep in mind, though, about this deal is that this will actually expire in 24 hours from the posting of this video, so you only have 1 day to take advantage of this incredible deal and get yourself $4 off of this fantastic model. So make sure you head to the link in the description, as I will include a link straight to the listing on Dan's Dinosaurs, where you can go ahead, pre-order this gorgeous model right now, and again save yourself $4 off with the code Andy. Use that at checkout if you are a new customer to Dan's Dinosaurs and get yourself an awesome discount on this beautiful figure today. And the final thing I have, and thanks to Josiah Leeton on Instagram for sending this information over to me, but as far as Mattel goes, there is a really cool multi-pack as far as the smaller versions of the basic figures from Mattel, and you can see we have an orange Velociraptor, we have Velociraptor Blue, we have a brown Stygimoloch, we also have a green Tyrannosaurus Rex, and the Indominus. All of these are included in one set and are currently available on Kmart's website in Australia. Unfortunately, they are not available here in the United States so far. I really hope this set does show up at some point, because I need 2 of the 5 figures that we see here. I know they recently, actually, these figures were showing up at Five Below here in the United States, but I tried to check mine. Mine had none at all, so unfortunately I wasn't able to score the final 2 I need. I got to get a hold of that orange Raptor and that brown Stygimoloch. But again, a really cool set, especially if you are in Australia. Currently you can pick this up on the Kmart website. Keeping my fingers crossed that this shows up here in the United States, or at the very least I can run into those other 2 figures maybe at Five Below or something near me. But really cool figures, an awesome set. I've been a big fan of the basic figures, more so of the larger basic line since they began, but I really do quite like these smaller basic figures as well. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.